Okay, we're going to make a short video on how to get started with a program on M2 CNC. I have a small sheet metal part. Let's see if I can tilt the camera down so you take a look at it. Here's the part here. It's just a stamped sheet metal part. And we're going to write a quick program on that and show you how that's done. Bring the camera back up here. Hopefully we can see the screen and the computer at the same time. Alright. So what you want to do is with the software open, start a new part, pushing that sunrise there. And it says it's going to delete all the features and everything that I have already, so I'll say yes. Kind of wipes the slate clean. When you're writing a program, you don't want to do anything that the program can't do in the beginning, like zero out at axis or something, because the program can't do that, and then when you go to play it back, it'll just be stopped there, and it'll say it's an unregistered program. So the important thing is to create a skew line and then a datum point. And then the program uses those two registration points to realign itself next time you want to run the program. You'll have to put those in manually, and then the computer will take over and run it in CNC mode. So now that we have a clean slate here, what we're going to do is just measure a couple of features. I'm going to measure a horizontal line. I'll select line, and then cross a couple of points on my line here. Say done, and I'll take a vertical line, say done. Now I have the two lines in my system. I can take a look at them by touching this center icon here. I see the two lines here, and I'm going to select skew icon, and then I'm going to select this line here, and I'll say done. Now it creates a skew line and aligns my part electronically in case it was a little bit crooked on the stage of the comparator. I have a skew line now. Now I'm going to go back in and take the datum point, and I'm going to create a datum point from my skew line and that vertical line here, and I'll say done. Now I have a registration point, and I have this horizontal skew line. So now anything after that is just part of my program, and it can be measured after those 2 points are put in manually. So now if I go over here, I'll push the circle feature. I'll take some points on a circle. Done. Go up and add another circle. Done. A couple more features just to make the part a little more recognizable, like it is on the stage here. Writing a program assumes you have basic knowledge on how to use the software and what the icons mean. If you don't, there's other videos that you can look at before writing the program just to get a basic understanding of the software. So now we have a few features measured, and what I'm going to do is go up here and I'm going to hit this arrow key, and that's going to play the program again. And what it does is it tells me to go back up here and take my point on that horizontal line, because it's got to register the part. Now I'm crossing lines, but it's not entering them as points because it's switched to manual enter mode. So what I'll do is I'll cross the line approximately where the dot is, and then I'll enter it manually. The dot will move to the next position I need to put in. I'll put that one in, hit enter. Now the computer wants me to put in a couple more points, but it's switched to auto enter mode because it assumes by now I know where I am on the part. I don't have to cross many lines to get back to where I want to be. So then I'll just cross this line. It enters it automatically. Alright, now it has enough points to run the program in CNC mode, so I'll say yes. And the computer takes over and runs the program. If you have a fixture that's holding your part, and you could take your part out and put the next part in that's the same, and you can get it back in almost the same position, then you can just take the old part out, put the new part in, and hit play again. Let's see, error occurred. What I should have done was taught my edge detector light and dark before I started here, which I didn't do, so that's probably why I'm getting hung up down here. Looks like this video is scrapped. Okay, I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to teach my edge detector. Lighted area. Dark area, back to light area. I'm going to run my part again. Back up here to my registration points. Okay, across the line, enter. I should have run without a problem this time. And there we go. If you, like I say, if you have a fixture where you could take this part out and put the next part in that's almost the same position with some hard stops, you could just hit rerun, and they'll ask you if the part's in the same approximate location. Say yes, and then the CNC starts by itself, and it'll take the registration points by itself also. Every part is a little bit different, but if there's not that much variation between parts, the program doesn't have a problem finding it. You know, it adds the registration points in the beginning, and then does the skew and aligns the part electronically, and then it knows where the rest of the features are. When this is done running, you can view your results in a reports window, or you can send them out, export them to a file or to a report. We'll take a look at that as soon as this finishes. Okay, we're going to exit out of here, and we can go up here to our reports view, and we can see all of our results here. Depending on which feature, if I'm looking at circle number 5, these are my results for circle number 5. If I don't know what circle number 5 is, I can go to my part view and I'll see that large circle is circle number 5. I can go back to my report, look at the diameter of this circle. If I want to go to this view, I can highlight that circle, which is circle 6, and I go into my reports view. Circle 6 is highlighted. I can look at the diameter for circle 6, XY location, radius. If I want to add tolerances, I can add them in here. If you want to add in your tolerances while you're writing the program, you can do it right in this window here where they're all lined up. If you want to do it later on, you have to go into each feature and add the tolerances in there. But that's a basic program.